Hello everyone, it's me, it's me, Creeper King. This video is going to be very similar to, the video that, Ender King did with his epic rap battles of history, season thing. Like, it's gonna be very similar to that, but it's gonna be with me. It's about me talking about my favorite band of all time, which is Green Day. I've been talking about Green Day a lot recently, and I am going to do a tier list because I want people to know my opinions, and my opinions will make you mad. I am not joking about that. They will probably make you very angry, and I'm also not doing this on a good thing. I'm just doing this like in real life, so it looks pretty weird and stuff. So yeah, so it looks pretty weird, but hopefully you don't mind. So this is the tier list, and yeah, so I'm gonna go in chronological order. I am not including these 5 albums. These albums are not by Green Day, but I am including Shenanigans by Green Day. So yeah, all the albums up to Saviors, but no of this other side project stuff. I haven't even listened to these other side project stuff yet, so I'm gonna listen to that one day. But for now, nothing. So I'm gonna go with the first album, which is 39 Smooth, or 39 slash Smooth. This album, or 1039 Smoothed Out Slappy Hours, which I guess is what I'm going off here, this is Green Day's first album. So it's kind of rough around the edges, but I actually really like it. It is honestly so good. I really like it. It is not a B, honestly. I think it's actually an A. It is so good. It's very punkish, very rough and raw, which I actually really like. And it's like it's Green Day's most roughest album. Though it is not as rough as Blink-182's first album, which was Cheshire Cat. It is not as rougher as that. Cheshire Cat is so rough, it is pretty hard to listen to. But this is actually the audio, and the production isn't that bad. This is okay. I can bear it. So yeah, I like 39 Smooth a lot. I like some great hits are At the Library, going to, I think it's Pasta, I don't know how to pronounce it, one. And 16. Those 3 songs are some of my favorites. Those are my top 3. Yeah, when I first listened to At the Library, I was like, wow, this is crazy. Because normally when I get into a band for the first time, I actually go back to their first album to see if they were still good on the first album. And sometimes I don't like it, sometimes I do. When I'm listening to this, I was like, God, this is really freaking good. Because I listened At the Library when that first riff started hitting in, I was like, gee, this is pretty good. So I'm gonna put that one A tier because I love 39 Smoothed Out Slappy Hours is very good, or 1039 Smoothed Out Slappy Hours, and all the other songs the one on the 1000 Hours EP and the Slappy EP, those songs are also really good too. And I guess I'm gonna base it off of that. So yeah. Now we have Green Day's second album, which was released in 1991, called Kerplunk. Kerplunk is basically 39 Smooth, but better. It's not S tier, but it is really good. So, yeah, this album, it is really good. The production is so much better. I think it's actually really better, and it sounds a lot much better. It really is, I think, really, if Kerplunk was released on a major label record, I feel like it would actually do very well. With Dookie and stuff. If it was made on a actual major label record, I feel like it would do super well. But it wasn't. It was still these 2 albums, of course, were released by Lookout Records, which of course was Green Day's first record label. So they're you could kind of tell how they kind of go together. But Kerplunk is really good, in my opinion. It is super good. I like it a lot. So yeah, Kerplunk's a good album. It is really, really good. I really like it. It's fun. Some good hits are 2,000 Layers Away, Christie Road, and the original Welcome to Paradise, and No One Knows. Those 4 songs I can remember pretty well because they're just really good. So I like those ones a lot. So yeah. Now we have of course, Green Day's 1994 album, Dookie. This album is obviously an S tier album. It is very good. It is Green Day's. It's what made them popular, basically. It really did make them go, got popular and stuff. Like Dookie, if Dookie never existed, I don't think Green Day would be as popular as they would now. I don't think they would have made American Idiot, because Dookie basically impacted how American Idiot basically was. So, yeah, so, it was good, because Kerplunk actually did super well in the underground punk community. Like, it actually did pretty well. Like, it even sold more copies on its first week than Dookie, which is actually kind of crazy. So, like, it actually did pretty well for a independent record label to do. So of course, some record guy, I think it was Larry Livermore, I mean, maybe not. That actually, no, that might have been, no, that was before. No, that was before Green Day was signed to a record label in general. But, some guy, basically, signed Green Day to a record label, and they were kind of happy about that. But I'm probably not talking about the history of Dookie. I'm probably actually talking about the album in Dookie, like, in general. This album is obviously really freaking good. It is one of my favorite albums of the 90s. It is so good. It is, jeez, it really is, like, a big step up from Kerplunk and 39 Smooth. Like, it is pretty good. I really like Dookie. It's funny. And, the title obviously is very funny, too. Like, it's so good. I love Dookie. It is good. It's a good album. Yeah, that's what I have to say about, like, the good hits, of course, were Basket Case, When I Come Around, Longview, and Welcome to Paradise. But the ones are like, She, Sassafras Roots, and Pulling Teeth. Those songs are also some of my favorites on the album, and Burnout is also pretty good, too. They're good. They're pretty good. Like, Dookie is, like, one of the most punkest albums of all time. And these albums are actually, I would almost say Kerplunk and 1039 Smooth That Slappy Hours is actually more punky than Dookie is, because they were actually released in, like, the punk, scene. So I would say that. But, Dookie is still a really punk album. Just, has a cleaner sound. So, yeah. Then we have Green Day's fourth studio album, released in 1995, called Insomniac. Insomniac is another S tier, because it's like Dookie, but it has a more rougher and hard, like, there's more instruments, but there are more harder sounds that are, like, in there. So, like, Insomniac is basically Dookie's weird younger brother, I'd say. It makes it really good, though. It is really freaking good. It's honestly so good. It's of course a lot darker, because, Green Day was kind of getting a little mad, because, they were, like, kind of, tolerating being famous, basically. So they made Insomniac, which, of course, did, not as well as Dookie, but it still did well, I'd say. So, yeah, Insomniac, of course, is another good album by Dookie. Of course, the S tier, it is another great album by Green Day. Some hits on there: Geek Sting Breath, Brains Do, No Pride, 86, and, Westbound Sign. Those ones are pretty good. They're pretty good, I'd say. They're good. Okay, I'll say that. So, Insomniac, one of my favorite Green Day albums. Not my favorite, obviously, but it's one of my favorites, because it's basically like Dookie. Like, it really is kind of like Dookie. They were released consecutive of each other, so I think, they just kind of have a similar sound. Obviously, Insomniac is more darker in tone and stuff, but, Dookie even still is dark. Like, Dookie's still a dark album, but, like, it's more poppy, kind of. It's more pop punk than Insomniac. Alright, now we have my favorite Green Day album, which is Nimrod. This album is crazy. This album is obviously my favorite Green Day album. It is, well, not my favorite. I mean, yeah, it's my favorite, but, you probably expect American Idiot to be my favorite, which I'll get to later. But, yeah. Nimrod is my favorite Green Day album of all time. Honestly, my favorite album of all time in general. Green Day really pushed themselves on that record. Like, they went insane on that one. They really tried their best to make the best of the best album of all time. All the songs are, like, not just punk. Like, some of them, we have some ska songs, and, like, acoustic songs. Like, not some, because it's one, like, King for a Day, and then there's Good Riddance, Time of Your Life, so those songs actually are not technically punk, and they are, but, ska punk, and, I don't know, but I'll save the other one. But it's just so experimental. It's actually so good. Like it is. They really push themselves on that album. So I'm gonna say that that album did pretty well for itself. Okay. Yeah, Nimrod is my favorite Green Day album of all time. It is generally one of my. Just, it's so good. You gotta listen to it. It is, jeez, it is good. My favorite tracks on it are actually Nice Guys Finish Last, of course, Good Riddance, Time of Your Life, but some other songs like Scattered and Prosthetic Head and Worry Rock. Those songs are also really good, and The Grouch. Those are really good songs. And I kind of also wish the Last Ride In didn't really exist because they could have put like another song there and I could have added another good song to it. So yeah, and Take Back's also pretty alright too. But yeah, Nimrod has 18 songs, so it's like really long. So yeah, Nimrod, really good album. I love that album so much. But yeah, okay. Now we have, okay, I think you've heard what this album is. Warning, released in 2000. So, this album, is another S tier. Better than Insomniac, in my opinion. This album is, you've already probably heard me, you can probably hear me say this. It is another underrated, it's underrated. Yeah, everyone says Warning's underrated, and yeah, they're not wrong. Warning is underrated. It really is. It's like a continuation of it's a continuation of Nimrod, but it has like more songs, like DLC for like a album and stuff. Warning is really good. And I would even argue that it's even more experimental than Nimrod. It is very, like, there is some crazy thing with it. Like, listen to the track Misery on, oh god. Listen to the track Misery on Warning. That song, when I first listened, I thought that wasn't even a Green Day song because it was just so different. Or like the song Hold On. Hold On is one of my. That song is so good too. So, yeah, I love Warning really, like, by a lot. Warning is so good. It is generally one of my. It's so good. Because Warning is like, and that album didn't do very well, like, sales-wise. Did well critically, but not sales-wise, because, you know, people were starting to get kind of bored of Green Day. Like, you know, this is the time, like, Baby, Baby, One More Time was starting to get released and stuff, and all that, you know, and, like, the Backstreet Boys and crap. So, punk was kind of fading away, and that's kind of what's happening with Green Day. So, yeah, of course, in the early 2000s, though, punk came back for even bigger than it was in the 90s, because mostly because of Blink-182, because they were really, Enema State released, yeah, they got very popular after that. So, yeah, so, Warning, very good album, good stuff like Minority, Waiting, Warning, and these three songs are some of my also favorite of Green Day songs ever. Church on Sunday, Castaway, and Hold On. Those songs are bangers in my opinion. They're crazy. So yeah, I love Warning. Macy's Day Parade is also a really nice song too. It's such a good album. Warning is very good. It's good. It's good. It's not as good as Dookie or Nimrod, but it's still good. So yeah. Now I'll talk about this one briefly, which is kind of not a studio album, but it's the compilation album called Shenanigans, released by Green Day in 2003, I believe. Actually, it might have been 2, I'm not even sure. But, yeah. Shenanigans is a B-sides album, or extra stuff on it. There's not much to talk about, but people do consider it an actual Green Day album, which, I mean, yeah, it is, kind of. It contains B-sides to, like, Nimrod, Insomniac, and Warning. Like, basically those albums, and I think one of Dookie, which is Tired of Waiting for You. So they contain, basically, B-sides from these four albums in S tier, which is pretty cool. Like, songs like Suffocate, Rotting, and Desensitized. So, yeah, it's not much to talk about with this one, because it really is a B-sides album, and it's kind of just a B-tier album, because it really is just and there's most songs, like, there's one, like, most of them are short, or, like, one is a a instrumental, so there's not much to talk about with this album. What the? Yeah, not much to talk about with this album. So it's like a B, pretty generic stuff. One of my favorite song on that album though is "Rotting." That song is really good because it has a good, it's so catchy and it's kind of like a nice like tone to it. I guess I don't know how to explain, but you know, I don't know anything about like instruments or anything, but yeah, Shenanigans. It's a good album. It's a good B-sides album. I think it's good. I'd say it's good. And now we have the one you all been waiting for, Green Day's most popular album, even popular than Dookie in people's opinions, which is American Idiot. American Idiot is, if you know, you know. It's obviously an S-tier album. It is better than Dookie in my opinion, not better than Nimrod. American Idiot was a revolutionary like album of like all time. It was a rock opera album. So each song kind of took place in order and actually had a story. American Idiot obviously is honestly like I even thought for a little bit that American Idiot was better than Nimrod just because of its story and how well it was structured. Like, it really is a generally great album. Like, it is a genius album to make. Like, it is insane how good that album really came out to be. It's good. It's pretty good, honestly. Like, I honestly don't know what to say about it because I'm kind of repeating myself here. It's just so good. So yeah, American Idiot. If you can tell, it's a good album. It's pretty good. It has a lot of good stuff in it. And yeah, pretty good stuff. So yeah, American Idiot. This album is really good. Good songs on it, like, yeah, of course, American Idiot title track, Holiday, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, talking about September Ends. But two other songs I really like on it are actually two long songs, which is Homecoming and Jesus of Suburbia. Those songs are a piece of art. No joke. They are literally a piece of art. They are so good. They are amazing. So yeah. There's Nimrod, American Idiot, you know all the songs. Like, these three albums, like Nimrod, American Idiot, and Dookie, are all 10 out of 10s in my opinion. They are all generally great. Like, Dookie basically changed punk in the 90s, American Idiot changed punk in the 2000s, and Nimrod just changed Green Day forever. Because actually Green Day, like, kind of was the same until Nimrod existed, because they made good runs time in their life, and they can be more experimental than people thought they could be. But yeah, American Idiot, great album, and it kind of, like, really revolutionized albums to this day. Because it really is such a good album, and it's Green Day's most popular album, even more popular than Dookie, I'd argue. So, yeah, American Idiot, amazing album, just perfect in every single way. It's just so good. It's not better than Nimrod. I feel like Nimrod just has more, like, I kind of like old Green Day more than I like new Green Day. Like, I mean, like the 2000s era of Green Day. Like, I kind of like the old one. Because I just felt like I'm gonna do more fun things on it. So Nimrod just like, hey, I literally have a song on Nimrod called King for a Day, which is like a ska song about some kid who wants to cross dress and stuff. So like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. So yeah, listen to that album and stuff. Now we have the follow-up to American Idiot, which is kind of hard to follow up one of the greatest albums of all time, which is 21st Century Breakdown. And this album, I know you're kind of getting tired of me of saying it, is another S tier, and it's even better than Warning. So, 21st Century Breakdown, this album is also generally so good, too. It is like American Idiot's younger brother, which, I mean, I've kind of said that before, but yeah, it really is, like, because 21st Century Breakdown kind of continues that rock opera kind of thing, but they kind of lower it down. Like, it doesn't really care much about its story more than American Idiot. I feel like American Idiot had a more stronger story. 21st Century Breakdown kind of goes into a bunch of things. It goes, like, back and forth from, like, you know, different things. It has, like, a story, actually, to it, but, you know, it's not as, you know, good, I'd say. But, yeah, 21st Century Breakdown, another S tier. It is really good, too. It has a lot of great songs on it, like, 21st Century Breakdown, the title track, kind of, 21 Guns, Know Your Enemy, Last Night on Earth and Peacemaker are some really good ones too, and The Static Age and I See the Light. Not I See the Light, it's called See the Light, but you know what I mean. So, yeah, 21st Century Breakdown, S tier. Not much to say about it. It is just a good album in general. It honestly kind of wish it did more popular. Like some people, like 21st Century Breakdown has like very different opinions on who you talk to. Some people think it's just an okay album. Some people think it's amazing and stuff. I've even heard that some people think 21st Century Breakdown's like their second favorite before American Idiot. Like, I mean, I kind of think that, but it's like only the fourth best in my opinion. Because, I mean, just Dookie is just crazy. Dookie's just crazy like that. But 21st Century Breakdown is still a really good album. Yeah, it just has some kind of... It has some songs that are not as good as, like, Dookie, American Idiot, or Nimrod. So that's why it's, like, fourth. But it's better than Warning, though. You know, Warning is, like, still really good. And Insomniac and stuff. Yeah. So, 21st Century Breakdown. 21st Century Breakdown is still an S tier. Yeah, I'm trying to get pretty sick of me putting all Green Day albums in S tier. But now we're actually starting into the bad era of Green Day. But to other people, the bad era of Green Day. I actually think this era is good. I'll tell you though this right now. There's not gonna be any more songs. There's not gonna be any more albums in S tier. So, all these songs right here, all these albums you hear right here, are all S tier. Like these 6 are some really good albums. I don't even argue that Nimrod would be an S plus tier if I had one of those, right now. So, yeah, we have the final 6 studio albums, and the first one we got to go is over the trilogy, or Uno Dos Tres. And we'll start off with Uno. Now, I have to make a confession. I hate the trilogy so much. It sucks. It's really bad. No, I actually really like the trilogy. Yeah, I do. And I've honestly actually started to think that people are changing their opinions on the trilogy. Like, some people are starting to actually like it. Like, if you look at the comments of, like, like, the trilogy songs, people kind of like them. They do. Like, I've even heard people like Nightlife from Dose, and I'll get into that. But, yeah, I do like the trilogy. I actually do. I feel like Green Day was just having a really freaking fun time making those albums, and I kind of feel it in my thing. Some of the songs are pretty stupid, especially in the Dose. Dose has some pretty stupid songs, but in general, Uno, honestly, in my opinion, is actually better than 1039 Smooth Out Slappy Hours, but not as good as Kerplunk. Kerplunk is just perfect. Kerplunk could honestly be an S tier if I wanted to. It's just not, as songs that are not as great as, like, all these songs. But Uno, honestly, I do really like, because I feel like just Green Day was having such a fun time making those albums, even though Billy Joe Armstrong was, like, drunk most of the time, probably. But, I do like Uno Dos Tres. And, I'm gonna go over the trilogy fast, but Uno is a A-tier album. It is, I think, really funny. Why would I say funny? I don't know why that came in my head, but Uno was a good album. Some good songs, like, that I think of immediately are Carpet Team, Fell For You, Nuclear Family, Oh Love, and I even like Kill the DJ. Yeah, I like that song. I think it's really catchy. Lyrics are kind of stupid, but I think it's catchy and stuff. So, yeah, and also like Let Yourself Go. That's my favorite song. Because, gotta let yourself go, let yourself go. Why am I doing that? That's really weird. Anyway, let's go into the next album. I know it's a really good album. I was even like, it's good. Now we have Dose. Dose is my least favorite from the trilogy, mostly because I feel like, though, they kind of went a little too far with how the lyrics in the song sound. There's literally a song called F-U-C-K Time, which is kind of stupid. There's also a song called Makeout Party and stuff, and, like, Nightlife. Yeah, those songs are not very good, but the bass work on Dose is honestly really good. They really actually, like, emphasize the bass by Mike Dirch a lot more than he did. Like, I think Dose is some of the most bass work on any Green Day album. Like, listen to the bass on Stray Heart. You can hear that pretty well. I feel like after, like, Green Day's 1990s albums, the bass started becoming less and less important, but when, like, Dose came out, Dose, honestly, like, I really do like Dose, because it's just, like, I'm honestly used to think Dose was my least favorite Green Day album, like, it was, like, a D right here, but after listening to it again, I realized the bass actually kind of does something in this album, and I gave it a B. It's not an A tier, but it's a B, and it is better than Shenanigans. The bass is just so good, like, honestly, like, the bass work on that album specifically is just so good. So I think Dose, good album. Anytime you get to hear the bass in a Green Day song, you know it's going to be a good song. Like, he's using that, like, long D and stuff from Dookie. Like, it's gonna be a good song. It has a bass in it. So, yeah, I think, Dose, good album. It's pretty good. It's good. It's not, like, great, but it's good, I'd say. Then we have Green Day's Trey, which is the best out of the trilogy, in my opinion. So I'm gonna put it in, right here, in above Uno. This album is really good. I actually, really like Trey, a lot. I like Trey, of course I love Trey, cool, but I love the album Trey, too. The trilogy really, is just another experimental, album. So it's very experimental, and I really like that, too. Yeah, Trey is really good. I really like Trey. It's good. It's good. It's a good album, I'd say. I think it's pretty good. So, yeah, Trey's good. I like Trey. It's good. I don't honestly know what to say about it that much, but, X-Kid, I honestly is a 10 out of 10 song. It's actually one of my favorite Green Day songs ever. It's probably my favorite Green Day song off the trilogy in general. So, because X-Kid is just, X-Kid is a headbanger so, much. X-Kid is crazy. And, the other songs, Dirty, Rotten, B. That song's, another really good song, or 99, Revolutions, and, Sex, Drugs, and Violence. That's another good song, too. So, I like those songs as well. Trey is another good album. I think it's better, a little better than Uno, mostly because Uno has some iffy songs, I don't really know, but it's just not as good as Trey. Trey has some good songs on it. All the songs are pretty good. I even like Drama Queen. That song's okay, honestly. So, yeah, you can come kill me if you want in my sleep, but it's alright. I don't really care that much. Now we have Green Day's 2016 album when they came back as Revolution Radio. Operation O, control the headline. I don't really care anymore. Revolution Radio, is basically Green Day came back from the trilogy, and they played it very safe with this album. You can actually kind of tell, but it's very safe. There's pretty simple lyrics in there. It's kind of, it's pretty simple. So I do like Revolution Radio, and I think it actually is better than Uno, but it's not better than Trey. So, yeah, people are probably going to be very mad about that, how I put Trey, a trilogy song, better than Revolution Radio. I just think Trey was not as as safe it was. Real Tree was not safe at all. They went insane with that one. But Revolution Radio, they played it very safe. It's, kind of a standard album with not much really going on. It's a Green Day album. It's still a really good album. I think a lot of good songs in Revolution Radio. That song Bang Bang and Still Breathing and Outlaws and Forever Now. Those songs are really good. But it's kind of weird. Lyrics are kind of weird, especially the ones that Too Dumb to Die, how and all I got was Santa Claus, Santa Claus, what are you talking about? Yeah, it's kind of weird. But, Revolution Radio is still a good album. I feel like the song Bouncing Off the Wall is kind of filler, though, which kind of sucks. You don't really want filler on an album, but that's why I think that is. But, yeah, good album. Honestly, yeah, it's good. It's a good album. It's good. Pretty good. Yeah, also, I don't really want, also, when I mean, 39, 2030, yeah, it's me, that's floppy, yeah. That's all. This album, Fred and stuff. This album, it's still really good, even though it's, it had, the lowest of my, ranking of, Green Day stuff. 39 Smooth is still really good, in my opinion. It's just, kind of the low, because Green Day is just such a good band. They just make good songs and stuff. But this is when we get into my least favorite Green Day album, which is, of course, Father of All Mother Cluckers. This album kind of sucks. It's 26 minutes long. These songs are pretty stale. Yeah, it's not D, because, like some of the songs, D is just a bad album and not good at all. Green, Weezer's Gratitude. That album is actually just generally garbage and disgusting. But, Father of All, by Green Day, it's actually a C. It's they went into a direction with Revolution Radio, like they went into this direction with like, the good stuff, and then they went back to the trilogy era, which isn't bad, but they really made it even sound more popular than they actually. It sounds literally more popular than Green Day, like than the trilogy, which I think is crazy because they wanted to steer towards not that, so but they went back to that, which is kind of stupid in my opinion. So Father of All is a generic album. The good songs on it, though, are pretty good, like Meet Me on the Roof and Graffiti. Graffiti is actually, like, Graffiti makes this album worth, like, listening to, because Graffiti is just good, honestly. Graffiti is just goated. So, Graffiti really is, like, a good album and stuff. What? Graffiti is a good album. No, it's a good song. And that album makes this album worth listening to. It's like Blink-182's, Dogs Eating Dogs. The first 3 songs of the album are very boring and not good. But Boxing Day, when I first heard that song, oh my god, like I was actually like going crazy. It was so good. I'm getting off track of myself. I'll do that when I make a Green Day. I'm not Green Day, but a Blink-182 album tier. I will include Dogs Eating Dogs because I want to talk about that song Boxing Day so much. So yeah, Father of All Mother Cluckers is a pretty generic album. It's pretty generic. Also, Oh Yeah, a pretty bad song. I never liked that song in the first place because it's kind of stupid. But yeah, now we are to the final Green Day album, which is Green Day Saviors. And of course, Bobby Who released like not very long ago the new Green Day song that was released on the Saviors Deluxe version. So yeah. But Saviors is Green Day's 14th studio album, and honestly, I'm kind of thinking like Green Day is gonna start not making albums anymore because I feel like they're getting pretty old. I feel like though if Green Day has, I think they should make 2 more albums, a 15 and a 16, maybe I don't know 15, but Saviors honestly is kind of weird. It's like a combination between the trilogy and regular Green Day, which actually works super well in my opinion. Like generally really well, and I actually think it's like better than Trey, but not better than Kerplunk. It's a good album, I'd say. It's good. Has a lot of good stuff on it. That's what I'm gonna say about it. Saviors has a lot of good songs. It's honestly like, because I do not agree when Green Day said that this is gonna join American Idiot and Dookie on their best albums lineup. I mean, I can see why they would think that, especially how, like, the most weird coincidence that, like, Dookie released in 1994, American Idiot released in 2004, and Saviors released in 2024. It's like they kind of go together in a way, but, no, Saviors is not as good as American Idiot and Dookie. They actually had, like, what made those albums so great is that they had, like, they revolutionized something. Dookie revolutionized pop punk as a genre, and American Idiot revolutionized, like, it brought, like, something. I don't know. American Idiot just did something. I don't know. It did something. I know. I just can't explain it. But Saviors really did nothing. It's just another Green Day album that was good. I mean, it did stuff, but, like, it's, another one. It's like a poppy Green Day album. Like, it's good still. It's not bad. It's just good. Saviors is, like, a good album. Some songs on that one I do like are Bobby Socks, which I actually like Bobby Socks. Like, I actually like that song, like, generally. Like, I love that one. And Corvette Summer. Corvette Summer is such a good, like, that album you can just put, like, on a party and, like, everyone will just jump their heads to it. And, like, Look Ma, No Brains, Strange Days Were Here Today, and, Father to a Son. Those songs are good. They were good. Like, or Susie Chapstick, those are some good ones. But yeah, those ones, really good. And, that kind of concludes my, Green Day tier list. Kind of a long video, in my opinion. I didn't really know it was going to be this long. But, if you want to sit for my entire thing about me whining, because you have the time to listen to me whine. So, yeah, that's the Green Day tier list. I am starting to get pretty, tired just after saying so much stuff. So, yeah, goodbye. Hopefully you don't hate me now. I honestly want to do more album materials. Actually, I might do Blink-182 next, or Weird Al. Cause actually, Weird Al, I kind of started not really into Weird Al anymore, but I still like Weird Al a lot. And I'll do Blink-182 too. So, yeah, goodbye. Bye, everyone.